How's it going, Danthal? V180R.com. I'm here with Brian Collins.
Hi there.
How's it going today, Brian?
It is going great. This has been a fun show.
Yeah, I bet.
Show. I'm here in Arizona, and it's beautiful monsoon season as always. Scorching in the day and flooding at night, so makes it interesting.
Yeah, that drive home Friday was scary. There was a lot of storming going on. I was on the freeway. I was like, whoa!
I stepped out of the hotel 2 nights ago, and fine mist was falling, and I was only going 2 blocks away. By the time I was there, I was drenched to the bone. So
I can imagine. So Rampage is huge right now. I know I've seen you at conventions before, but right now Rampage is more relevant than it's been like in a long time. That's great.
Yeah, I've been grinning like a little kid for about a year and a half now. Ever since my first when I became aware of it, and then when they asked me to be an extra and shot a cameo and invited me to the set, and then a year later invited me to the premiere. It's just been, and every one of them is like, it can't get better than this, and then it does.
That's great. Yeah. No, I love these games. I'm 42 myself, so I played these in the bowling alleys and the 7-Elevens and all of those back in the day. I got $2 allowance a month, or not $2 a week. And I'd go down to the bowling alley, and it was either Rampage or Gauntlet or Xenophobe when they had them in there. Because those are the games you can play for a while, and you can definitely progress, and it was never the same thing twice. I love those back in the day. Thank you so much.
And you played them the way they were meant to be played in the arcade. I mean, I'm glad that they got ported to everything, and that's fun, but in the arcade, that was a special time, man. It really was.
Well, absolutely was. And especially Xenophobe, the controllers were so different than anything else out there. And having the 3 layers, you can have 3 players, and you didn't all have to be in the same place at the same time. You were just on that, on the same ship doing your thing.
We wanted to give players that chance of, okay, we're a team, but we can all split up. We can clear the base, faster, or on the moon, or wherever you happen to be.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was a great time to kind of stumble into the industry, which is what I did. And I in those early days, they gave us a ton of creative freedom. So games like, a lot of the games I did back then would be impossible to try to move up through the corporate chain today.
Yeah.
I mean, so it was a great time to get into this industry.
Yeah. In the 80s, definitely, most of the games that were 2-player games were competitive, not cooperative. And these were the games that you can get your buddy and go, okay, on this level, we got to line up. Because if we both get it, we can hit that train, and we can destroy the train if we cooperate and get that. And those are like the greatest moments, like, oh, you can't. And then you get your friend, and it's like, oh, we broke the train. That was awesome.
Well, and the thing, too, about one of the things that I want as a designer, I'm not that good a video game player. And with games like, Rampage is a great example. It's like from the start, from the get-go, we knew we wanted 3 players. So we knew you were going to be playing with a stranger, because everybody goes in with a buddy, and you might run into friends. So it's like, there has to be no wrong way to play this game. You want to fight with the guy next to you, fine. You want to cooperate and see if you can clear stuff. You want to try and go off on your own and just do your own thing. There's got to be no wrong way to play. And 30-some years later, when I go to shows like this and they've got my games, I get to watch, once again, something I haven't done in 30 years, which is we used to test the games and literally stand in the back of the arcade and watch and see what makes people laugh, see what makes them quickly dig for the quarter. And seeing it now, watching dads school their kids and moms with a baby under one arm still playing frantically. We designed the game so little brothers could play with big brothers, and everybody had fun. And the cooperation was a big part of that.
What's great is these older games, these arcade games, that Nintendo Classic era still is alive today. You're not seeing, a lot of the PlayStation and PlayStation 2. That stuff's already gone. People are already forgotten. 10, 20 years from now, nobody's going to care about all of that kind of stuff. But 10, 20 years from now, Xenophobe, Rampage, still going to be relevant games. People are still going to be aware and playing these things.
Well, thank you for saying. I was not aware that the world was still aware of them until just the last couple of years when I found out about shows like this. I mean, I knew in my neighborhood they knew about them because my basement's full of them.
Yeah.
But that's why coming to these shows is so incredibly gratifying, because I'm watching and hearing from people what it meant to them, and it doesn't get any better than that.
Oh, thanks a lot for your time. I'm looking forward to your panel. Have a good one.
Hey, it's going to be fun. I'm going to squeeze a lot in.